Oh, yeah?
All right. Yes. Welcome to Alien Isolation. This game is excellent. I'll just say it right now. This game is absolutely excellent. It's what they call a flawed gem, people. What makes it flawed? Let me tell you. It's too long. The last third of this game is a little bit bloated. But there's not much we can do about that. I can maybe just, yeah, that's it. The other thing that's kind of wrong with this game is while the AI for the alien is great, it's a little bit too... There's a certain point in the game where you're around the alien so much that he becomes, she, I guess, whatever, becomes less scary and more just downright obnoxious. So in order to try to fix that, what I've done is I've downloaded a little mod, I think it was less than a megabyte, called Unpredictable Alien. And what this thing does is whenever the alien is scripted to appear, it kind of lengthens the leash from Ripley and basically makes him a little bit more unpredictable, where he's around but not necessarily close to you, as was the case all the time with the main game. So some people bitched that the mod made the game a little bit easier. Some people said that it made the game way scarier because it made the alien a little less frequent. I'm going to go with that. I'm not looking for an easy experience, but I'm looking for something scary, so that's what we're going with. I've also turned the gamma up because I have tried to record this before and it was way too dark and there was nothing I could do in my recording software to make it look good. So it is going to be a little bit bright for me. Hopefully it looks good for you. Also, we'll be playing on hard because it is the recommended way to experience the game. I have played Nightmare. I have beaten it. Never again. So let's do it. And here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol Station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free-port
I know what it
facility.
is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, When this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
All right. So, yeah, if you don't know about this game or its place in the timeline, this game is 15 years after the events of Alien. And I believe in Aliens, Ripley mentions that her daughter was about 11, I think, when she went on the Nostromo. So that would make her daughter, Amanda, who we are playing, roughly 26 years old. So at this point in the timeline, it's still decades before the event of Aliens. So Ripley is still, Ellen Ripley, I guess I should say, to not make it confusing, is still floating out in space in her little sleepy chamber with her cat Jonesy. So yeah, Amanda has no idea what happened to her mother, and so we've been working in the region, hoping to find some information. So this ship, the Torrens, is modeled after the Nostromo, and they took so much care and detail to make this look like the Nostromo. Just like take a look around when you see things, even like this this little tapping bird here. That's in the movie. These sleeping chambers. They took like designs from the film and stuff and tried to replicate it. As like the love and care that went into it is great. We're gonna find things like Compound B and scrap and all this stuff. We'll get. We'll learn about that later. I'm just going to go ahead and just pick up stuff when I see it. We'll talk about it when it matters. But it's basically all for crafting. Okay, let's go ahead and sign in. Right here. It looks like everyone else is up. Explore the Torrens. This is also going to be more of an introductory episode. Oh yeah, the music too is it's a lot like the first Alien. So this is mission 1 called Closing the Book. So there's not going to be anything scary that happens in this one. This is more just an introductory episode. But it's still going to be fun, god damn it. Anything that has little green... Oops. Little green thing on there means it's searchable. Which is nice to know. Let's take a shower. I'm such a dirty girl.
Yeah.
Alright. Use registration points to manually save your progress. They will warn you if enemies are nearby. So, here's who's on the ship right now. Verlaine and Connor, the two two crew members of the Torrens. Samuels, Taylor, and Ripley. We met Samuels. Taylor is new. We all work for WY, which is Weyland-Yutani. So we work for the company. Let's get dressed. Alright, let's go ahead and read the terminal. Lucky for me, lots of lore in this game. Unlucky for you if you don't like reading. Just missed you. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost a ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The Megacorps cut him, picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Weyland-Yutani paid well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat him, right? Let's catch up when you get back, Blaine. Alright. I guess we may as well save. So yeah, you have to wait a few seconds. You can look around while you do that. But, so basically you don't want to save the game in hostile situations. It'll let you, but you will fuck yourself up if you do. Alright, we also have a map here of the Torrens. Explore the ship before you arrive at Sevastopol Station. So we need to speak to Taylor and speak to Samuels. We're already facing Samuels, so let's go over there. Do you remember this room? From the movie?
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
I'll also mention this right off the bat. I don't think it's supposed to be a spoiler, because the game at some point mentions it about Samuels, and it just mentions it like it's not even a big deal, like it wasn't supposed to be a secret. Samuels is an android, like Ash from the first movie. Because he says, I don't need as much sleep as the rest of you. So I think it implies right off the bat that he's an android. So I don't think it's a spoiler. But yeah, you might remember this room from the movie. This is where they brought in John Hurt with the face hugger on his face. There's also some cool little things you can interact with. Put the bed in there, the scanner. It's cool. They put a lot of love into this game. Alright, let's go find Taylor. I think she's down this way. You can explore the ship more, but to be entirely honest, there's nothing really to see.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
Yeah, I did.
All personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks like we're up.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Like a beanbag chair. So yeah, Nina is the, she's the suit. The legal exec. She's here because they also want to know what happened to the fucking Nostromo. Because it fucking blew up. So they want to know what's on that black box the same as I do. Let's go ahead and read this. Elm Link. Regarding Nostromo incident. So yeah, this catches you up if you haven't played the... watched the first movie. To Nina Taylor... regarding Nostromo incident, Weyland-Yutani file, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files, and the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the U.S. CSS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found of its cargo or crew. Apart from a new science officer, the rest of the crew had worked together before, 7 in all. Dallas, captain. Ash, science officer. Kane, executive officer. Ripley, warrant officer. Lambert, navigation officer. Parker, chief engineer. And Brett, engineer technician. Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark in the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later, clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs they have an eye on you for something big, Saul. And then let's look at shared, the Torrens manifest. So this ship is an M-class starship. The captain is Verlaine Diane. Navigational comm officer is Connor William. Owner is Verlaine. Contractor Weyland-Yutani. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland-Yutani retrieval team to Sevastopol Station. Team consists of 3 Weyland-Yutani employees. C. Samuels, A. Ripley, N. Taylor. Passengers, Christopher Samuels, Amanda Ripley, Nina Taylor. Number of decks, 2. Number of crew, 2. Interstellar communications antenna, long-haul hypersleep chamber, commercial cargo, passenger cargo ship retrofitted from a tow rig, retains operational heavy-duty tow umbilical. All right. There's a lot of just little details they put into this kitchen that most people probably wouldn't notice. Like they put names for cereals and biscuits and cookies in here, and there's a few things we can look at. There's a term for it, but like when you don't add in these little tiny details that people may not notice, there's a term for it in the industry where even though they don't notice it, you unconsciously do, to where if it wasn't there, the world would look weird and unfinished. There's a term for that, and I don't know what it is. Anyway, I think that's all we can do here.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class, Captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Cool. You might remember this room from the movie. This is where they stored Mother, which I think was the AI of the ship. So, yeah, that's cool. We can look around the bridge, but not a whole lot we can do. That's Connor, her navigational officer. Yeah, this will be a little bit of a short episode, so I'm just trying to do as much as I can, because Mission 1 is very introductory. But, yeah. Obviously, this looks a little bit cleaner than the Nostromo. But, yeah, it looks very much like the cockpit, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, one of these things. Alright, let's collect the briefing file and move on.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a
Weyland-Yutani bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers portside over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor. Just keep moving!
Taylor, Ripley, hold on!
Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Well, wasn't that just a big old bag of dicks? Yeah. So here we are on Sevastopol Station. Not quite the entrance we were expecting, but there we have it. And that's also the end of this episode. That is the end of Mission 1. So next time we will start to explore the Torrens, and that's when shit gets real spooky. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.